Hello everyone, it's Doll here, it's Jenna, and today I'm going to show you the Bratz haul that I was talking about that I got, it was at least a month ago. So I talked a little bit in the video, in the doll show haul video, that I got a big Bratz haul. Now, as you see, it's not that big with what you see here, and that's because this is like only a portion. So let me begin by saying this lot had 10 Bratz, and some of them were the Bratz boys, which I knew I wasn't going to keep. I was either going to sell them or give them to somebody else or donate them or whatever, because I don't collect Bratz boys and I don't have enough room in my collection to keep everything that I've acquired. And I knew looking at the lot that there was a few dolls I wasn't going to keep. I only want to keep the Bratz that I really like. The ones that don't really mean much to me, I'm fine with either selling them or donating them, so I knew I was going to do that, and I was going to sell them at the doll show. However, this is what ended up happening. I decided to do a voiceover over some of this video because things kind of got off topic and it just got too long. So to try to do a brief summary of everything I said about the lot that I bought that rhymes, I bought the lot off of Poshmark, and the seller said that everything was very good to excellent condition. And they said that they tried to clean it to the best of their abilities, and even one bag of clothes in the lot said that they machine washed to try to get out the stains, and that they got out most of them, but there still are some stains. So anyways, that bag alone had so many stains. So I don't know if this seller really knew what they were talking about. I don't think they were trying to be deceptive or anything like that, but I don't think they know how to, this is a weird term to use with dolls, but like how to grade dolls, if that makes sense. I don't think they really understand what good used condition is, what very good used condition means, and excellent. What they sold me was basically a TLC lot. There wasn't one doll that didn't have a mark on them. Even like if they have a mark on them, I would say that they'd be good condition. You know what I mean? When we start getting broken limbs, and there was a doll that had the arm was almost broken, there was definitely damage to the arm, that would be, I'd say that's TLC. Not great condition, honestly. A lot of the dolls had some marks to the face. Definitely to the face would be like TLC. If it's like a big enough mark, definitely black marker mark to the face would be TLC. There was one doll that had a big mark on their face, like Sharpie or something. There was a lot. Honestly, there wasn't one doll there that I would say was good condition. I think Fianna, which is the doll that I kept, was definitely the best condition out of all of them, but she definitely needed some cleaning up. She had, it might have been mildew or it was dirt on her face. I did manage to get it off. I scrubbed really well. I used half vinegar and half baking soda for every item on here because I wasn't sure. When I was washing the clothes, the water literally turned brown, and it wasn't just from like the dye off of the clothes. No, it was brown. It was like mud. So yeah, that tells me that everything was very dirty. This is the worst condition that I've ever seen, or I've ever gotten doll stuff sent in to me. I have had not great condition sent to me before. I think one of the dolls was very mildewy that I got in the past, but this was definitely the worst. So the fact that they said very good to excellent condition kind of peeved me off a little bit, but I let it go. And I decided that I was going to give somebody else the chance to revive the dolls that I didn't really want to begin with, if I'm being honest. I only really wanted Fianna out of this lot. Although I did regret it later because there was Spring Break Yasmin, which I didn't know it was her at the time. I misidentified her because she looked a lot like Nevra. And I thought she was Nevra, and then when I looked up the Nevra dolls, there was only 2 Nevra dolls. So I instantly thought, oh, this must be, Nevra. This must be a second Nevra, because there was already a Nevra in that lot. Anyways, long story short, I think she had staining on her hands. That's what made me get rid of her, give her to somebody else. And I'm not saying that these dolls couldn't be fixed up. They definitely could be fixed up. But I wasn't in a great place at the time, like mentally, and cleaning kind of takes a lot out of me because I get pretty OCD about it, and I go the full 9 yards. And there was a lot of dolls, there was a lot of clothing. I did keep a lot of the clothing, honestly, and some of the accessories. And some stuff was staining. I still kept it. If I thought that I would be able to get it out, I kept it, basically. It was just the stuff that I didn't have experience enough with, and I wasn't confident enough that I could fix it, that I decided to hand it over to somebody else who was confident enough to fix it, or do like a people who get Bratz dolls to do like repaints and stuff like that. That would be a good project. I kind of went off topic for a second, but Spring Break Yasmin was in there, and I only identified her after I had given her to somebody else. So I felt kind of not the best about that, because I would have wanted to keep her, and I liked her to begin with. I was really iffy about giving her, but I thought there was something on her face that I didn't think I could fix either, but definitely her hands. But then afterwards I realized I could have just rebodied her too, because Yasmin's skin tone is common enough, finding like Yasmin bodies and stuff like that. Oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, so that lot stressed me out quite a bit for different reasons. And like I said, I wasn't in the best place mentally, so it was a big project. It took me a few weeks to go through everything that I decided to keep, because like I said, I wasn't in the best place, so it just took me longer than usual, you know what I mean, and to find time to do it. And even sorting through it all took time. And like another thing is, and this isn't that big of a deal, but it was just kind of a pain in the butt. Like I had to do it outside because of this, but there was a lot of pet hair in the lot. So I went outside and I basically like shook everything off, because there was a lot of pet hair and I didn't really want it to go in my apartment. Like it was a lot. Anyways, yeah, that stressed me out a bit, but that's the story. And that's why it was a big lot. It had 10 dolls in it and a bunch of clothes, but that's why I only kept Fianna. And the clothing, I would have kept Yasmin if I realized it was Yasmin, and also if I realized that I could have just rebodied her. Anyway, still a very cool find. I think the lot was still worth it just with Fianna alone, because she is a pretty sought after doll, Midnight Dance Fianna, and I only paid $111 for that big lot, which had 10 dolls and a bunch of clothing and accessories and stuff, which is a great price, which was another reason why I wasn't that upset, and I didn't contact the seller about it, because it was a good price considering. It was just that the description I felt like wasn't what it should have been, but I don't think they were being deceptive. I think they just didn't know. They didn't understand how those terms work. Anyways, let me get back to showing you everything. I'm pretty sure this is Cool Cat. Well, Jade's called Cool Cat, and her mascot is a cat. And this must be one of the big babies, Jade's, like the Bratz big babies. This must be Jade's pets, or one of the Jades. So that's what I'm assuming. We've got some spring break surfboards here. This must be one of the boys. And I think this would have been Yasmin's maybe. Again, she was in this lot. I misidentified her completely, terribly. We've got some sunglasses here. I believe Spring Break Yasmin's was in here too. I think I might have some Spring Break Chloe. I think this might be her bottom. Like, there are some really cool pieces in this lot for sure. I won't bother showing everything. Well, maybe I might show stuff real quick, like the kind of lesser known items or the more commonly found pants. I'm not good at identifying all the absolute pieces because my memory isn't that great, but I can identify some of them, like this is Wildlife Safari or something like that. Megan's pants. We also have her shirt here. There was Megan in this lot, but I don't really care for her too much, and she was beyond my capabilities of dealing with staining. So yeah, this is Bratz Treasures Yasmin, which I would be happy, I would be ecstatic to get the whole Treasures line eventually, but I would really like Roxy and Yasmin and also Sasha, but she's very hard to find. But I do have, I think, almost all, if not all of Yasmin's pieces now. I think I already had this shirt of hers, and I believe I have the shorts too already. And then I think these are her shoes, Yasmin's shoes, so she did come with those. Again, she wasn't in this lot though. I believe this is Roxy's skirt, Treasures, Roxy. This is Roxy's hat for Treasures. I think that's Yasmin's skirt for Treasures. And I believe this is Yasmin's shirt for Treasures. We've got Roxy's purse for the same line. Again, like I said, there's a lot of Treasures in here. We've got Roxy's shirt. So really, I just need the dolls now. I believe this is Wildlife Safari. We've got one of the leg warmers, but I might also have one already. We've got another kind of common skirt. We've got, I don't know, let me know if you know what this is too. I don't know. Actually, it might be one of the Funk Out lines. There's two of them. One of these shirts, I think this is to a Funk Out line too. It's escaping me right now. This might be a Spring Break line. I'm not sure. We've got a bottom from a Spring Break line. We don't have any tops though. Unfortunately. A headband. This must be a Spring Break line, I'm assuming. These shorts are so cute. We've got this really cute top. I'm thinking this is from like the one of the Western lines, the West Wild. I forget what that line is called exactly. I think this might be a Spring Break line. It says Aloha. This is from the Bratz line. I did have this doll at one point, but I ended up donating her because again, I'm only like keeping the ones I really care about in my collection. I love Bratz so much, but I don't have infinite room or space. So I'll either be donating or selling the ones that I get in lots that I don't want. Look at these, are just adorable. I love this belt. If shipping wasn't so expensive when you ship from Canada, either anywhere within Canada or outside of Canada, if shipping wasn't so expensive, I would love to do like giveaways and stuff like that on dolls that I have duplicates of, but it's just so expensive, and a lot of the times I'd be shipping out of Canada and I'm not really comfortable with doing that. And then there's like duties and stuff like that. And it's just so stressful. Oh, this is a Bratz top as well. There was a Bratz in the lot. And this is Midnight Dance Yasmin's shawl. This is Midnight Dance Yasmin's purse. This is Fianna's choker. We've got Fianna's purse. I don't know if I showed this already, but another belt. There's quite a few belts. We've got some accessories and earrings, which is always welcome. This is a hair curler, just so you know. I don't know what the heck this is. Is it like a little, I think it's a little clutch. This might not be to Bratz. I don't know. I've never seen that before. Don't know what that is. We've got a Roxy bracelet here for treasures. And then let's show the shoes real quick. These are all the shoes we got. We got some Sasha skin tones. I believe this is spring break. We've got some Sasha skin tone sandals. We've got Yasmin, or that might have, no, this is Yasmin, I think, skin tone. At least for spring break, her skin tone was darker than usual. A little bit darker. And then either Sasha or Yasmin skin tone. Because like I said, in this line, she had a darker skin tone than usual. There goes Fianna. We've got some, like, I say generic as in like the not really sought after lines. Or fashion packs and stuff like that. Some boots, which is always good to have because with Bratz, you know, they don't have actual feet. This is not in this lot. Those are Chelsea shoes for my scene. We've got Yasmin's treasure shoes. We've got, actually, funny enough, we've got Megan's shoes. As you could tell already, I had quite a few of her stuff in this lot. Like the shawl and the purse. So that's really cool. And like I said, there's more. I kind of went down a rabbit hole of the Midnight Dance. So we're going to have a separate video specifically talking about that. So this one isn't extremely long. Sasha skin tone though. Always good to have. And we've got one Roxy's treasure shoe. Just one. Yeah, I think there was only one because I don't even see it in the picture. They had a picture of everything and I don't even see it there. So unless somebody just had one shoe on. Yeah, I don't see it in the picture. So even one of the shoes in the picture. So I guess she just came with one, which kind of sucks. Hopefully I can find the other one. We've got these boots. Always good to have boots. And I have a doll that these will look really good on because I don't have her original shoes. And this looks really close to original shoes. For costume party, is it costume party Leah? I can't remember. Here are some more boots. Some more boots. We've got one. This is so funny. I'm pretty sure that this is Roxy's treasure shoe. And this is also Roxy's treasure shoe. And we only have one of both. Isn't that funny? Like we have everybody else's shoes here except for like Roxy's treasure shoes. That is so funny. We've got some more boots. We've got this water bottle, which I'm not really sure what this is for. This might be Wildlife Safari, maybe. And this is Bratz. So yeah, that was everything in this lot. I thought it would be fun to go through things a little bit. I'm sorry I took a while to explain, like, about the lot, but I wanted to explain what happened, and, because I had mentioned it before already, and explain why I don't have the other dolls. And, like, again, it's not to say you couldn't fix them up, and that you shouldn't sell stuff like that. You can totally sell TLC lots. There's people that look for TLC lots, but it's just that you need to specify their TLC lots and not excellent to very good condition. You know what I mean? That's not what I paid for. But I know that this lot was worth the amount I paid for, so I don't feel like scammed, because I don't think they even realized they had a very rare doll in there. And Spring Break Yasmin is pretty hard to find too, so they had two. I just didn't realize that Spring Break. I should have just kept her and rebodied her because her face was really good. Well, she had a little bit of chips in her lip. Like, you know, I wouldn't cry over. But I believe her hands were stained black. And See, I was in such a place that I didn't even think of the fact that I could have rebodied her. I was just so stressed, and I was already like stressed about other stuff, and I wasn't in a great place. So yeah, that's why I made that stupid decision. But you know, as doll collectors, we make stupid decisions all the time. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this lot, and if you've ever made a silly decision before about your collection, hey, you are not alone, friend. And also, if you've ever received something that you know, didn't really sign up for. And the other thing is, sellers think we can see everything in the pictures. No, we really can't. If you have a like not great camera, like I can't see. And depending what light, and none of the dolls they were all dressed. See, that's the other thing. I think that when you sell dolls, you should show a picture of them dressed if you want to, and then not dressed, so that the buyer can see under their clothes, because most of them had jeans and like a long shirt on, and I can't see that. And like a lot of them were overlapping one of each other, so you can't really see that well anyways. All that to say, it was a disappointing lot in a way, but I also gained a lot of really awesome pieces and Fianna. So I'm not disappointed I bought it. I'm disappointed that I didn't know what I was signing up for, kind of thing. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please look forward to more videos on Bratz in the future, because I've really been into collecting them lately, and I've been finding some really great finds lately. And I have more on Midnight Dance, and there's going to be another video about that and another doll coming. And a few more pieces too, so look forward to that. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and being here and listening to me blabber. Again, please try not to judge too much on everything that happened. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye!